Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 26.
That might work. I think it'll work. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, man, your mic works.
Alright, cool.
I just can't talk when I'm playing, though, just to let you know.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Alright, good luck, bro.
Alright, bro. What you looking at, fat boy?
Yard line.
Cut this off.
Ready? 525. 56. Stop your whining. Check it out, Reed. Wait.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Off the play fake, Winston. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready? Flag 25 behind. Right there. 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Green, triple team. Let's get off the field. Begin.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. You ain't doing nothing. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
On 1st down, Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Started to look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Topper!
To throw again. Herbert. And this one's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On third down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Right there, 56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First down, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Winston in the offense with a first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll throw again. Winston. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Parker unable to get that one. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side. Dobbins, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Dolphins nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming, he's coming.
Off play action. Herbert steps away. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Dobbins. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's complete to Graham. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. You. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready, black 22, 56. Check.
To the air again with Winston. He completes it to Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Winston. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Winston. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, orbit. Mike 51, Mike 51. I got it. Cut. Defense.
Throwing on first down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Hey, box drop.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Hey, Jet. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, to try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running, man. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Check 56. Man out.
This time they stay on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
Mike 56. Yeah.
Throwing on second down. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning them.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Mike 5. Here we go, T. Get off the field. Coming this way, Let's go now. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Mike, ready? Flag, what you got?
Winston now from the 50. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Chris Godwin. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Find the mic. Find the mic. Go, go. Mike 5.
Jameis again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 25 yards that time. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Set, ready? 60 or. You better be afraid of me. General West.
Now Balaj. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Ready? 5. 51, Mike 51. Get your swarm on.
Back to throw. Herbert. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 15 line. 15 line. Watch the run. Watch the run. Yo, go. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He shakes him off. Fighting him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Check back.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Herbert on the move to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Following the interception, Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Topper!
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Let's see what you got. 51, Mike. Mike 51. And that can be
Looking to throw. Herbert flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Bravo. Go.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Parker, the intended target. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Winston now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brings up third down and 9.
On third down, Herbert eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Mariota on fourth down. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready?
In your face.
Kill. Green, from the team.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And some room to maneuver. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
I'm coming after you.
Off play action. Herbert going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.